South Africa will have 5 downhill riders and 10 XC riders competing at the 2024 UCI Mountain Bike World Championships in Andorra next weekend. Before we get into this video, big thanks to Liet for partnering with us to bring you this event preview. Liet now have over 20 years in the protection style and rider comfort game, making some incredibly stylish gear for endurance, trail and gravity riders. Taking a quick look at the race schedule, while the opening ceremony is on Monday, racing starts in earnest on Thursday the 29th of August with Junior DH finals. The Junior XCO takes place on Friday morning with the under 23 and elite short track racing in the afternoon. Elite downhill finals are on Saturday, and Sunday is the final day of racing with the under 23 XCO in the morning, followed by the elite XCO on Sunday afternoon. The weather in Andorra has low humidity and can be very hot at this time of year, but heavy rain and thunder showers can and do roll in fast. The tracks are located right up on the highest slopes of Andorra. It's really high altitude, well over 2,000 meters, and might even be the highest on the circuit, so riders will have to deal with that. The terrain is rough, think lots of shale, rocks, trees and roots. We believe Supersport will be broadcasting some of the events, and there's of course live timing available on the UCI site. Taking a closer look now at the 5 South African riders that will be competing in this World Championship event. In Elite Women's, we've got Frankie du Toit. She's an experienced campaigner and multiple SA champion. Now, it's a competitive field, but on a good day, this pinner is in with a shot at a top 20 and Elite Women. 4-time world champion Greg Minnaar will be on track chasing another rainbow jersey. With residency and a home in Andorra, this is a bit of a home race for the GOAT. At last year's World Cup in Andorra, Greg narrowly missed out on a win. By his standards, his current P20 in the World Cup point standings is not what Min would want from his first season at Norco, and he'll no doubt be keen for redemption. This is a goal event for the GOAT. If he wins, Andorra will sell out of beer. Something else to consider, if Min wins, does he drop the mic and retire on the spot? Somehow I don't think so. Another year in the rainbow stripes would be an even better swan song. Ariel Bear from Junior Women is an exciting talent with great technique and one to watch. Based on results we've seen from Ariel this year, a top 10 at Worlds is not impossible. Also in Junior Women, Jenna Burns. She has a fearless attacking style, is good on rough tracks and is exciting to watch. Anything is possible for Jenna. In Junior Men, Ethan Hunter is your guy. It's his first time riding abroad and his first World Champs, so the learning curve is steep, but he has been there for a week now and has some feel for the terrain. Ethan is a ferocious talent who has the speed for a good result, although he should probably take the pressure off of himself and treat this event as a learning experience, something to build on for the future. The Andorra World Cup DH track is one of the shortest on the circuit. The men's winning time last year was 2:46. The speeds are high, there's lots of shale and gusty winds can make things even more tricky. The start is around 2,600 meters altitude. Trust me, even walking around up there is tiring. Looking at the XC track, there's a combination of steep ski slopes to climb, bumped out bike park sections in the woods, plus a healthy dose of rock and shale for the riders to contend with. Right, onto the XC riders. The world's XC team has more depth than ever before, and again, there's a real chance of medals or rainbows here. Jodie McKinnon will fly the flag for SA in the Junior Women XCO. In Junior Men, we have Samuel Cleary and Omar Wilson lining up for the XCO race. In Under 23 Women, we have Tyler Jacobs taking on the XCC and XCO racing. Now Tyler has 2 more years in the under 23 category, so that's 2025 and 2026. She's sitting in P18 in the XCO World Cup points and a remarkable P16 in the XCC World Cup point standings. Tyler is so new to the sport and already a virtual superstar who has a huge future in the sport. Anything is possible for this young pinner this weekend. Michael Foster takes on his final year in the under-23 category and will contest the XCC and XCO alongside KZN's Unati Umalo. I think I got the pronunciation right, my bro. Both riders have been racing in Europe for a few weeks already and have raced world champs before, so look out for a good performance from them. Luke Moore is SA's top under-23 rider who has impressed this year. He's currently 7th in the World Cup XCO standings and 8th in the short track points, which is amazing. Luke jumps up to elite next year, and I know he'll be after a top performance at this, his last under-23 Worlds. He's another brilliant talent with exceptional skills and a powerful engine. A top 5 or better in Andorra is not out of the question. Watch this kid go. On to elite women. Candace L will line up for the XCC and XCO events. 2024 has been an incredible year for Candace. It's a breakout season. She's sitting 5th in the World Cup XCO standings, only 150 points back from 2nd place. She's also P10 in the XCC World Cup points log. Racing as a privateer, she's turned heads all season by regularly outperforming more than a dozen factory riders at each World Cup. We're not being overly optimistic if we talk of potential for a medal or more for Candace in Andorra. Wouldn't that be insane? Johan Mansell will be in the elite men's XCO and XCC events. It's Johan's first year in elite and into the world's team for this powerhouse rider. It's not his first international rodeo, and Johan will gain valuable experience at this race. Finally, on to the big dog, Mr. Alen H. He'll line up for the XCC and XCO races. Alen placed 4th here in the XCC last year, but illness took him out of the XCO race. But 2024 has been such a phenomenal season for Alen. There's that Olympic medal in Paris, plus so many wins and podiums, so anything is possible this weekend. Alen has a healthy points lead in the World Cup XCO standings. He's 186 points up on the 2nd place rider, one Nino Schurter. He's also P4 in the World Cup XCC points standings. Back at the Olympics, Alen was only a few seconds behind the gold medal, and it seemed to surprise him. That will be a big mental boost for Alen as he closes out an incredible season. I hear he's also done more altitude training this season than ever before, which should be a big help in Andorra. Finally, because it's already been such a successful season for Alen, I'm thinking he'll be able to attack this race without excess pressure. It should be an incredible week of racing for all the riders and fans of mountain biking. Good luck to all the riders and peace to everyone. Also, big shout outs to Chris Taylor, Red Bull, Cannondale, Norco, Sven Martin, Kolesky and the UCI for the visuals.